Hey guys, what is up? TheNeoCubest here. Welcome to episode 38 of my Minecraft survival let's play. So in between this episode and last, first of all, I'm back from vacation. I think everyone should be staying home. And second of all, I have built this big, beautiful, it's kind of big. It's a villager breeder house thing, maybe. But as of right now, I have 2 villagers and I also have 2 lecterns. And I've just been placing these and trying to get mending. So I'll come back to you guys whenever I do get mending. I still have a mending villager. That's over here to the right, but it's too expensive. But that's just the first thing we're going to be doing. I have 2 books of mending that I bought from this guy until I realized it's too expensive. And I'm going to get it on all this armor right here. And it should be pretty cool. So I'll come back when we got a good mending trade. And there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So a 16 emerald trade. And he's a novice. But look at this trade. 16 emeralds for a book of mending. So we literally need to get 5 more, which is super easy. We can run right outside of this house, and we can run right over here and actually get mending, or not mending, we can get a lot of emeralds for iron. And it's been so long that I think that this guy, and I've done a few upgrades in the village. At some point I do plan on moving all these villagers to my actual base, but no, I can put in like this and just get a ton of emeralds. So that's all that we can do there. We actually ran out of coal that we brought, surprisingly. But let's run over here. Let's get this last book of mending, and then let's put that on this armor. Every piece will have mending, which I'm not sure how that works with experience. And by the way, it's a pain to move villagers, but boats are really helpful. They really do work. What is it? Is it you? No, and I don't know which one is which, so I hate to like move one, you know what I mean? But I guess we have done a trade with one of them, so I don't think it'll ever change. But now we have 4 books of mending. You can see I brought a lot of iron to try to get emeralds. But that's a pretty stable source of emeralds. We have a lot of iron. But once we get a villager breeding system going, I think everything will be a lot better because we can get the best of the best trades. And, you know, I want to have, like, fire aspect armor, armor for going underwater, which I'll need to build for me and Lauren because I want to drain an ocean monument and do a guardian spawner. I'm just not sure, you know, I haven't found a guardian temple yet, an ocean monument. But soon, I hope to do that. And then you guys have been saying, like, when are you going to kill the ender dragon, the wither, and stuff like that. I'm going to take it as I go, but these uploads are going to be pretty consistent because I feel like a lot of you are stuck at home, so I'm trying to give you guys some content and some incentive to stay there. So I'm going to be doing daily uploads for the foreseeable future, probably in the next week or 2 at minimum. But yes, let's add this mending. I'm super excited. I'm sorry to have just talked for a lot of the beginning of the episode, but after we get this mending armor, I'm going to think of something pretty cool to do. I have a huge list of ideas that I've been typing up. So there's going to be a ton of stuff on there that we're going to be doing. I can read a few of them in a bit, you know, I probably will, just to give you guys some ideas for what you can look forward to on the series, but don't think that this is close to over. It's not like the other survival series. I was already like double the pace on the other one, so that's why it ended so quickly. So there's 3, that costs 3, that costs 2. Wow, these are not very expensive to do it with. That costs 2. Oh, I was like, why can't I do it? And that only costs 3. Okay, so guys, there we go. Full set of mending armor. I've never had that. So this should be pretty exciting. We still have 29 levels. We'll go ahead and put these books up and these emeralds up in here. Looks like there's a good shovel in there as well. But we pretty much have the best engine. We have efficiency 4 on our sword. I don't really think that's ever useful at all. But yes, let me pull up the list of ideas and I'll read a few. Okay, so I don't want you guys to get bored, alright? So I've made this huge list. So on the first part of the list, it is Giant Pyramid, then find Ocean Monument, kill Wither, find Stronghold, make other animal farms, start building village, drain Ocean Monument with Lauren, make underwater armor, add mending to current armor, which we can check off, upgrade current armor, which we can not check off, build a villager breeder, make an actual village, which we will do on that flattened jungle island. Make trading center, which is with villagers, make giant aquarium, convert old house to museum, sort new house chests, finish inside of new house, make proper bee farm, make big bee farm dome and grow stuff in the dome, make dog houses for Lauren, make Lauren her own house, finish dock, make a nice fishing rod, which we haven't done any fishing yet, so I'm super excited for that. Good underwater house, underwater area, go on mob rampage at night using dynamic lights. And make good sword and good bow. And then put honey blocks down to make a bee paradise. And I think I got a lot of those from comments. So if you guys have any ideas, make sure you're suggesting them. But first things first, I think we're going to go over to the jungle island and look at that a little bit. So there's going to be a live stream at some point pretty soon. So if you don't have post notifications on, I'd recommend turning them on. I'm not saying you have to subscribe or anything. I don't even know if you can do it if you're not subscribed. But if you've been watching and following and keeping up with the series, you probably don't want to miss everything. And, you may not like every single episode, but some of them are, you're not going to miss. And today's episode is going to be a little bit longer than usual, a little bit uncut, just because yesterday's episode was really short. You have to keep in mind, I recorded like 6 videos all in a row. So that last one was like my Hail Mary. I was like, oh yeah, I can do it. And I only made it 20 minutes and I'm like, I can't do it. So I'm sorry that Friday's video wasn't super big, but hopefully today's makes up for it. So I think what would be appropriate, and see, I'm going all the way over here. Hold on. You see, I'm getting off track because we never even finished the house, okay? We didn't finish the interior. We didn't move any chests or anything like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do just that. I just need to get a few materials that we can use to mark the chests. Now, I'm not going to record a whole bunch of that. Don't think that I'm just going to fill my video with me moving chests. But it will be satisfying to see what the chests end up being. So if you remember in the other house, there's quite a few more chests than this. There's really not that many here at all. I don't know where my silk touch pickaxe is. It would be nice to know because I'd like to put an ender chest somewhere. Because I don't think I have any. No, I have one extra ender chest. Okay. And my silk touch pickaxe is right there. Okay. So yes, we're going to break this one. We don't really need this ender chest in here anymore, so we'll leave it right there. But like, for example, I want to grab some diamonds, some gold. We already have coal. We'll grab some redstone, some lapis, some nether quartz, I guess. And we'll start to organize the chest real nicely here. Obviously, some stuff like this I'm going to leave in the house. I'm not going to like bring all of that stone and crap from the big old quarry we dug. And by the way, if you're interested in what that is, I have all the live streams uploaded on my channel, so you guys can go back, and if you miss any live streams, you don't have to like really miss content. But don't worry, on the live streams, me and Lauren usually just do stuff that you're not really gonna wanna watch in a video anyways. So it's not like you're gonna miss a whole lot. So I think for my rare chest, because of all the stuff I have now, and why do I hear a zombie? Okay, I have a lot of questions here. Where did he spawn? Because this thing, I thought this thing was pretty lit up, but I guess not. Maybe it's just all the windows give a false sense of security here or something. But yeah, I think I'm going to do like a whole chest for diamonds, like this, and then do a whole chest for gold. And I think you kind of get the theme here. And I don't necessarily know if this is going to be the best course of action, but like I think that redstone and then anything below that can just go in this chest. But I want to have a coal chest. I don't want to have like, a chest for everything and then just some of other things. But like building materials, we'll still have a lot of room for them, including these, which are like triple chests, I guess. I'm going to put the same material that's in this chest and this one as well. But yeah, hopefully this sort of makes sense. And then we can start to, fill up the actual stuff into the chests, which is always a good feeling. But let me go grab all the rare materials now, and I'll meet you guys back in here. Alright, so surprisingly, because I consolidated all of my rare materials, I can fit everything in my inventory, so we don't actually have that much stuff. Some people said, is this series kind of over? Do you have everything you need? I mean, not really. We don't have all that much stuff at all. Diamonds, and we got 5 diamond blocks, and it's a respectable sum of blocks, but we don't actually have that much stuff. A stack of coal like that, stack of 64 blocks, I think that's better. That's more in tune with where I'd like to be. But I'm definitely not all the way there yet. That's all the iron we have, by the way. We do not have any extra iron at all. And this will be much easier to find resources like, oh, I need iron, oh, I need some gold. And you could just click on that chest and it's just kind of instant. So I don't have an ender chest in here, but I feel like if I'm going to put an ender chest anywhere, it's going to be, I don't know, somewhere like right here. And I may go with 2, and you're saying to yourself, Neo, that's really unnecessary. Like seriously, that's really unnecessary. And yeah, it kind of is. I had diamonds in there for some unknown reason, so we'll throw those in here. All right, well, I'm going to stick with this sort of theme, and I'm going to sort the rest of the chests. I'll come back in a bit when they're done. Should be super satisfying, so I'll see you guys then. All right, so let's gather the last little bit of stuff. Some of these things in here I really don't want to take. Like, I really don't need any of this stuff. I don't really want dirt. I'll take a few more dirt and a few more things of gravel. All my rare stuff is gone. Everything from these chests is gone. There's a few things in here I guess I'll take. And then over here, you know, the same sort of case. I think everything is pretty much empty. Some of this stuff is just kind of randomly strewn about in here. But that's it. Let's say goodbye to the house, so we'll memorialize it at some point. Because it did serve us well. But I'll meet you guys back at the other house, and we'll sort the rest of the stuff. Alright, so I will admit the chest room is going quite nicely. I think the rest of this episode, and then maybe if we have a little bit of extra time, we're going to try to finish out this house. Just by decorating it and whatnot. You know, we already have, you know, a smelting area and stuff like that, so I'm not really sure where we're going to put certain things, but I'll try my best to make it look as good as possible. There's going to be a lot of extra space in here, I think, which we just have to kind of fill with, you know, just stuff that looks good. It doesn't necessarily need to have a purpose. But yeah, I'd consider this an alive thing. See, this was my original alive chest, so I'm not really sure what to do with that. But it, like over here, obviously these things are alive, but this is more like a dirt block, so we'll put it in there. But everything that's like baked potatoes, Heart of the Sea is definitely a rare, sort of, you know, one of these things. And I've never made one of those things underground, so I'm going to try to make one or underwater. What are they called? A conduit? I've never done one of those, so it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. I don't know where to put a bed. You know what? We'll have a guest bed. We'll say that this is the guest bedroom over here. It'll have a bed right here. We'll obviously decorate it a little bit more. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Oh, we forgot one furnace, which I think goes in here. Yes. So yeah, this thing's all sorted now. We don't actually have as much stuff as one might think, which is surprising, I guess. But at the same time, it's not that surprising. But we really don't have a whole ton of stuff. But that's okay. You know, we don't need a lot of clutter. So first things first, I really want to take these pots out, and I want to take, we have a good bit of a variety of wood, but not a whole lot of one kind. I think that oak is going to be a theme in this build, at least a little bit. So I do want to make a few stairs so that we can put a few pots down. And I think we have a good selection of plants to plant, so we can do some of these flowers. We could do some of these flowers. What else do we have? We could do some saplings. Those always look good. But that's pretty much it. No, we have oak saplings too. We have some birch saplings, which I only want to plant one. But yeah, that should be okay. So we'll just take all of these plant materials right here, and we'll go around the house with these things, these pots. So in the entryway, you know, that's always a good spot to put some. So we'll do something like this, and we could do a birch sapling and an oak sapling. And that, again, that can always, you know, make things a little bit better. I completely forgot about all these chests. Oh, Lord. Okay, we'll do this, and then I'll do that in a minute. We need to make this look a little bit better. I think we can handle that, actually, with some trapdoors. Which I don't have any of. No. We have to have trapdoors. In fact, I know we do. Come on, where are they? There they are. Okay, so we have a lot of materials that I completely forgot about that I guess we had gotten when we were building this big old modern house. So I'm not going to forget them. But yeah, that'll look a lot better. And then you can even hang some pots up here, right? If you did something like this, it's just you have to be careful because then you have to kind of connect it on the side if you want to make it look super good, which is really difficult. Like, it really is difficult. What you have to do is you have to put some blocks like right here, and then put your trapdoors down, and then close them and then break it. So it's like they were never there, I guess. But you could put a chest up there. You could really put whatever. Like, look. We have some crafting tables. So, you know what? We'll put 2 crafting tables up there. And look, they just sit just fine. And they look really cool. And then, you know, if you're worried that, oh, they don't look too good, too fashionable. You know how you fix that? Look, you put some spruce buttons on them, and you call it good. And then, you know what? If you have some torches, throw them up there. Look at that. So now we have a nice little decoration over there. Now in this room, I'm not really sure, you know, how this whole thing is going to go. I really don't know. But look, I need a crafting table already. So our floating crafting tables really are helpful. They've always been helpful. So a house of this scale I've never built in survival, really. And usually when I'm doing a house like this, it'd be in creative. So it's kind of interesting to see what I can come up with in survival. I don't think it's going to hamper anything too much. But like, I need to know what each room is going to be before I start decorating it. And before I start decorating, unfortunately, I think what I really need to do is sort those chests that are right there, because I'm going to forget about a lot of materials I have. So give me 1 second. Let me sort these guys out. Okay, so just a last little bit of this bad boy right here. And all these chests should be sorted except for that. So let's just do a little once over. Perfect. So it is nice to have a really good chest room. That's something that I always try to work towards in a world, albeit usually a bit too late in the world. But you know, it's never too late to start, so that's what I'm doing now. Looks like we had another grass block. I've killed a lot of Endermen, you know, just hanging out, and they're holding grass blocks, and it's really nice to get those. So I've kept a few leaves in our inventory, and now, of course, we can grab everything back that we had before. Okay. And yeah, we could start to do a little bit of building. So scaffolding is something I've also been looking at. You could actually do some pretty cool tables just like this. And I mean, yeah, technically, you know, it's not supposed to be a table, but I feel like it works really nice for a nice little decorative table. There's gonna have to be a lot of decorative things in here just because this thing is really big, and I don't actually need all the room that I have. You know, it's just kind of like having a bigger house than you need, I guess. So we're gonna put like a little window right here. We need to grab a few slabs if we can grab them too. Some spruce slabs like this. And you can always make the walls look a little bit better. If you do something like this, you could put some stairs in the corners and then some slabs in there. And look, you just open up the wall a little bit. And you know what? You could even do it like over here. Watch this. So we're going to break out this whole wall right here. And we can actually do a really cool pattern. This is something I'd love doing in creative. So it's interesting to sort of bring that over into survival. I hope that everything I do in here is feasible. There's not really anything I ever do in creative that you can't build in survival. But you see what I mean? Like, I mean, it doesn't look like super great. But you know, another thing you can do. Oh, that's the wrong block. Another thing you could do is continue it all the way to the side. That way it's technically uneven, but it looks even when you do it like that. So a little fun fact, I guess. Now over there's chests, you can't really open up that wall. And then of course up top is our bedroom. And I don't know what to do for the bedroom yet. I obviously I kind of want to have it raised up a little bit. I don't want my bed right there. That's just kind of silly. But I'm going to consider like this the center of the bedroom. So maybe we'll do something like really fancy and extravagant around the bed. I'm really not sure. I haven't really planned any of this out. But you know what? That's, I think, when the best ideas come out, when you're actually building just kind of live on camera like this, and you feel like you're, you know, you feel a little bit under pressure, but that pressure drives you to do good, I guess. So this is an area where I want to have a lot of tables. I've always liked the way that tables look, you know, and you can go overboard with them sometimes, but I think that the only way you can go overboard is if your entire house is just straight tables. We're gonna need to get some more clay. We don't have enough to really do this at all. And we're also running out of stuff to put in these pots as well. But you know what? Hopefully at some point we'll get a wider variety of things. And then you know what? If you want to be able to get up and down from this, I think a simple but effective method is just some slabs like this. So that looks pretty cool to me. I don't really know what else we could do. We have some carpet. I don't think we have a whole ton of dye though, but let me check. Where would carpet be? Dude, I sorted all these chests and now I'm like, where's carpet? I really don't know where it is. I don't even know if we really had any to speak of, but I want to put an aquarium in here as well. I feel like that'd be something pretty cool. So we do need to put some smokers and furnaces and blast furnaces down. So I think to make blast furnaces, all we need is this stone right here. Let me just check. You know what? Because we have this fancy search material. Yeah, so just some iron bars and some furnaces, so it's really not that hard. And I don't think we need as many as we put in our other house. We're just going to leave the ones that we already have over there, because I really don't, like, it's kind of unnecessary. You know, it comes to a point where we have so many that we're never feasibly going to put, like, 9 stacks of ores to smelt at once. And I say that, like, exactly how I make 9 exactly. And I don't remember a smoker, but I want to say it's like this. No, it's not. How is a smoker? Let's see. Smoker. Oh, you're just logs? Okay. Well, we don't have a whole ton of oak logs, but you know what? 4 smokers should be more than okay. And I do know that we have a few extra in other spots, but I don't want to use those for this. And then you know what? We can put like we could put the blast furnaces right here, like this. And then we could just put the smokers. You know what? Maybe they should go in the backyard. I just don't want to get shot at night and, like, you know, just get hurt because I want to use my smokers. But I think we should just do some sort of chimney up top. So you could do that with like some stone. And we can, you know, make a few material modifications here, so like some slabs, and then a few stairs, of course. So this is going to be an ongoing process. I don't know if you guys understand. I'm not going to finish this house in this episode. I'm going to move on to something else just because this is going to be something that I want to work on for a long time. I don't want to rush any of this. I want to make it look really good. These are just some basic layouts, so what I'll probably do is detail it in between episodes, because some of the things that I do, I'll redo like 5 or 6 times, and I don't want to make you guys just sit there and watch them. So maybe when you come back, this bad boy will be a little bit more decorated, but I hope I'm giving you somewhat of an idea. This is going to be the guest bedroom. At least that's my plan thus far. I think what I could do is, you know, raise up the bed a little bit like this, kind of like how we did in the other master bedroom. But you know what? We don't have to do as much here. You know, it is just a guest bedroom, so it's not going to be like as fancy as the big boy bed up top. But you know, you can still put a little bit of work into it. Just try to give you guys rough outlines, because for some reason what I'm trying to build right now, but it's not really coming out, which is okay. But let's take a little bit of fence, and I think we could take where are those leaves at? Oh, they're in my inventory. I'm an idiot. Okay. So we'll go, and I need normal furnaces too, because I don't have any. Maybe we'll just do a row up top like this. And the cool thing is again, you can really just add. You can add stuff like this anywhere you want, and you just make it look like a shelf. I mean, that's really all you got to do. And then maybe we won't have these 2 right here, just because you know what, we already have so many. Actually, wait. Yeah, no, I have a good idea. So, oh yeah, we have 6 smokers. And there's 6 furnaces up here. So we'll put the smokers up here. And then we'll put the furnaces, like they just kind of fly out. And I got the glitched one too. And you know what? We can just put some furnaces right here. We don't need that many. But I could just do something like this. And then outline them maybe with some trapdoors. And just make it look good. That's really all you can do. You could probably go a little bit bigger. I don't really know what you'd do. But we don't even have enough trapdoors. Right, but we have a lot of wood, so I think we could make a few more here. I just go through trapdoors like just crazy. We've made so many in this Let's Play. If someone ever wants to calculate how many I've made, I'd really appreciate it. But you'd have to watch every episode to figure that out. So maybe not. But at some point, you know what, someone can watch. I got a little bit distracted. What I was gonna say is, look, this fence will not connect right here, so we could actually do some sort of like. I don't really know how to describe it. And like, see this light right here? That's gonna have to be a no-go. We'll have to move that somewhere else. But yeah, you could do some cool little like bed frame or something like that, and then you could even put some leaves in here, if you wanted. I don't know. Again, I'm just sort of free building here, getting a few ideas, seeing what works, what doesn't work. You know what? We're gonna put a crafting table in here. We're going to put a smoker and a furnace, or a blast furnace, sorry. And then we'll have to put this guy back somewhere. Probably like right here is a better option. So we'll put a blast furnace, or sorry, a furnace, blast furnace, and crafting table. And then up on top of here, the reason I put this down is honestly because I want to make a few of these slabs. So the wood materials don't match exactly, but it's okay. It's really not that big of a deal, especially since we've been using so much wood. Do you see what I mean? I mean, like, it's not the best thing in the world. Maybe we should remove that, but it looks pretty cool, right? You can make these guys one higher too. Looks pretty nice. But I don't know. I'll experiment with this at some point in the future, but for now, I'm gonna get out of here. Maybe we'll go explore a little bit around the jungle, and build, like, I don't know. We'll see. But these chests I'm gonna remove. I never wanted them here in the first place. They were just there for construction purposes before we had this big beautiful chest room, and there's a way to get in and out of there, but for some reason I keep using the wrong entrance. I guess just a little bit of a bad habit. But look, we can put up all of our plant stuff, all of our live stuff. Go over here, we can throw all the wood stuff up that we need to. Throw up any slabs that are made of stone, like decoration blocks. Throw up the actual stone. And then I think where was I putting furnaces and stuff in here? And then we could put glass in here. And then, of course, wood, iron, and look, we're all the way sorted, and we didn't have to leave this room. And look how many extra chests we have. I'd like to mention, there's quite a few extra chests, so I think we'll be okay. But yeah, this bedroom, I'll fix it in the future. Just right now, I've been doing this house for like 5 episodes. You guys are probably tired of it, and I'm a little bit tired of it, but you know, I'll keep going with it as far as the house goes. But one thing I did want to do was connect this rail up to the top. I guess not rail, but this. Yeah, you see what I mean? Looks pretty cool. Now let's go put this up and let's get out of this house. No more decorating, no more building on houses for now. So we did honestly kind of botch the bees. We killed them off, and I like how I said, I'm going to get out of this house. Then I start recording, I come right back in. I'm just making one tool, and actually I'll make a few of them just to make sure that we don't get any bad actors here. But I'm going to try to enchant this thing. We're going to make some fishing rods, because I haven't really had any good luck with fishing in the past, because I made an AFK farm and it worked too well. And that's a big reason I got burned out of my other series, was because I abused that. Bad idea. Don't do that, because I just had like 8 double chests filled with the best enchants, and it's like, that's stupid. Like, who wants to do that? But let's go over to the mob farm, which you may or may have not seen, depends on when you started the series. So me and Lauren dug out, I think, like 500, I don't remember how many blocks. It was a lot of blocks, 500,000-ish, maybe a million, I don't know. It was a 50 by 50 quarry, and it went all the way down to the first level of bedrock. And then I made a 50 by 50 spawner, which I'm going to show you in a second. I do like this beautiful path, and I think we need to add a path to our house too. So we'll keep that in mind for the future. We don't have to do this exact path pattern. It still hasn't snowed, and I'm not really sure why. We've gone through so many day cycles. Maybe I turned weather off. I really don't know. If I did, I'm okay with that, because I don't really think... I don't know. Like, it's been, as you can see, the torches have melted the snow. It never grew back. But all these wonderful people are people who donated on the live stream. So I just want to give another thank you to all these people. Like, it's just so many people. It's just it's literally crazy. But yes, this is the 50 by 50 hole. I'm sure most of you have seen it, and you're like, Neo, you need to quit. Okay, I think people can figure it out on their own. You know what? That's a good point. But if you miss any of these live streams, you can go back and watch them. But this mob spawner works exceptionally well. I mean, it's just a big spawner. We're having a few problems because the double chest is already full. But you know what? I guess it's not the worst problem in the world to have. I'm still reading through the solutions on how to pull things out of here, put them in a water elevator, and then distribute them in more chests. So I'm still listening to you guys. And I've tried a few things, and nothing's worked yet. So either I'm an idiot, or I'm doing something wrong. I really don't know. First things first, I think we have to take off this armor, because our tools and armor are gonna suck everything up. But I'm gonna try to repair all my tools real quick, and I'll come back when that's done. Just gotta sit here and kill some mobs. Not bad, right? Maybe I could film it. Maybe I couldn't. I don't know. See, I don't really know what you guys exactly want to see. I try to record, something for everyone. When I watch, I like to see every part of it. But I recognize that a lot of people don't. Like, you don't want to watch like a 45-minute video, and a lot of it's just real grindy stuff. That's why I tried to skip all the chests, though. Just because I feel like that was definitely not a too fun thing to do. But yeah, I'll wait for a bunch of things to spawn and come back. So I think the armor is repairing first. They just killed the first big wave. And my armor is almost repaired. Not my tools that I'm holding. But yeah, look. See, like, all the armor is completely repaired. So mending is really nice. I was worried, because I didn't want to make the best armor ever and then not get mending on it. But I'm lucky that I started doing that stuff with villagers, because used to I relied on AFK fishing for mending, and I didn't actually get that much mending from that at all. It's still like ultra rare. But yes, I'll come back when all this stuff is enchanted, and I'll come back with like 40 levels or so. I'm gonna need a good bit, because we're gonna enchant all 4 of these rods, pick the best of the best, go get mending, and then call it a day. We'll build a little bit of a dock or something. Again, I'm trying to make this episode bigger. I know a lot of you are in quarantine. Wherever you are in the world, and it's a very terrible situation out there, but I want you guys to know we will get through this. Humanity's pulled through worse before. Just please stay home. Like, stop going out. There's literally no point in going out. You're just gonna be part of the problem. And I'm not a doctor by any means, so I'm not giving medical advice, but please just stay home. Like, don't help be the reason that this becomes so big. But yes, enough ranting. I'll come back when all my goals are achieved here. Cool. Okay, now this should be enough to get to level 41. We were right on the precipice. So we got all the tools repaired, all the armor repaired. We're running full durability sets. I'm really worried about these creepers. I really am, because if I angle it wrong, they can see me, and I just don't want to deal with that. But yeah, let's go and enchant all these fishing rods. Let's see if we can get some good stuff. We'll go by mending, and then if we have time, we'll start to build a fishing dock, but we may do that in tomorrow's episode. Again, I'm going to try to get daily uploads out for the next week or two, because I know a lot of people are going to be home. And, I want to do my part, provide, a bunch of content for you guys to watch. Obviously, I'm not making a huge difference. But if we all try our best to make a little difference, then it'll turn out to be a big difference. Like staying home and not going to hang out with your friends, even though it sucks. Like you just got to do it. At some point, we got to bite the bullet, and we got to take this thing head on. It just sucks. Like, I mean, it's just a crappy situation. It's no one's fault. But diseases like this, or viruses like this, they happen every once in a while. Last big one was 1918, the Spanish flu. And, that one was a lot worse. We didn't have all the medical technology we had today. But yeah, enough with coronavirus. I just want you guys to be safe. That's all. So let's see if I can actually enchant all these fishing rods. I think that each one will take 4 levels of enchant off of my thing. So I may not be able to get all of them. But honestly, it takes so long to get this many levels that I didn't want to wait anymore. Yeah. It's been a while to make this episode, just because I've had to stop so many times to, not enchant, to sort all of my chests. So it has taken a good bit, but you know what? I do it for you guys. We'll take a few blocks of lapis. Why not? All right, so everyone, you got to put the secret code in the comments. It's gonna be 1938. So 1938. Everyone put that in the comments, and then hopefully we'll get good luck. All right, well, thank you for those of you who are putting it or put it in. Let's see what we get. Luck of the Sea 2, that's terrible. Lure 2, that's terrible. Luck of the Sea 2, that's terrible. Lure 2, what the? Wait. How after all these enchants did we get such crappy stuff? Hold on. Those were level 30s too. Man, we got the worst luck. Well, I guess Luck of the Sea is nice, I guess, and then we'll just put Lure on it too. That cost 21. Wait, that cost 27. Man, we really got a bad deal here. Look at this. That's not good. Luck of the Sea 3, Lure 2. I think for getting enchanted items, you want Luck of the Sea. I don't remember, but yeah, those are not the best. Those are not the best fishing rods. So I guess we'll have to make some more. I only have 8 levels now. It took all my levels and didn't give me anything good in return. All right, well, let's go over to the jungle area. I think tomorrow's episode we will build a fishing dock, and then, I'm not really sure. Maybe build some dog houses for Lauren, because she has a lot of dogs and cats. And I think we're going to do some sort of resort on the island for pandas and ocelots. So we're going to have like a nice, definitely not a zoo, like the opposite of a zoo, something the animals enjoy. But we can, respectfully watch them from a distance, not put them in a little tiny cage and just have us stare at them. We're going to do, a proper nature reservation type deal, something along those lines. But I haven't been over here in a while. I mean, I haven't recorded in like a week and a half. So it's nice to, oh my God. Dude, this thing is so painful. Someone said you need to play Running Through the 90s when you're on the bridge. I agree. That'd make it a lot more intense, but I'd still fail just as much. But yeah, I have this go fishing, build a dock, a mice dock, then fish on episode. Make a giant pyramid of jungle wood. So I did sort of show you guys what I plan on doing. I don't know how that's going to come to fruition. I hope it does, but it's also going to be a very large undertaking. So that's another thing that'll be live streamed. Man, look at all this coal we have here. Now, hold on here. I'm going to put this in here because I want to be able to have that. But why do we have so much coal just chilling out there? So, yeah, let's make a dock. We have a lot of materials in here that we can work with already. We don't have to make a whole ton of stuff. I got jungle trapdoors. We don't have any... We have jungle stairs, right? I guess not. But we have a lot of jungle wood, as you can see. We cut down all the trees on this island so far. I love how we say we're going to make a nature reservation, but we deforested this entire island. Obviously, not how you want to go about it in real life, but since we're in Minecraft, it doesn't really affect anything. So it's all good. All right, so we'll build with these things too. Okay, so I don't really know where the dock's going to be. Granted, we don't really have a whole ton of this stuff planned out, but I think the dock should go in this little bay right here. So what I'm going to do off the bat is just see how wide I want this thing to be. I think like this is good. I don't want it to be like huge, but I want to build a pretty massive dock. I want it to be appropriate because we've been making everything pretty good in here, and I'll have the supports go all the way down too. I do have some underwater builds planned as well. So I haven't really done any underwater builds in survival since I first played Minecraft just because they're such a pain. But now that they have all these fancy new enchants that can give you, like breathing underwater, I feel like that's really gonna, well, obviously it's gonna make it a lot easier, which is good for me. Because used to, it was just kind of painful to do. But yeah, we'll have a dock out here. We may put some boats on it at some point. I'm really not sure. Like how to go about like having a proper dock. Maybe have like little slots for the boats to go in, some boat slips or something. We'll see. But yeah, let me go sleep real quick. But yes, the secret code of the day is 1938. I saw it when I slept, so I figured I'd mention it again. So my secret codes, if you put them in the comments, you're guaranteed to get a heart from me, but you're also guaranteed if you comment literally anything to get a heart from me. So don't feel like you have to do that or anything. But if you want to, I always appreciate it. The only reason I ask for it is to see how far people are watching and to see who watches the entire videos. Because eventually, if you comment enough, I'll probably remember your name. And I like to think that most people watch my videos to the very end, but I'm not naive. I know a lot of you don't, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm not trying to say you're a bad person because you don't watch the whole video, but it is interesting to see how different videos perform. Like how many people actually comment from a secret code on a specific video. So it does help me. It just helps me, sort of see some analytics that they're kind of already there with YouTube, and all the analytics tools they give us. But they're not all the way there, right? There's certain things that you can't really see. So again, I'm not sure on the stylization for the dock. Obviously, jungle wood is going to be the go-to here. I'm just going on from what I know a dock looks like, at least in, a lake. But, this is an ocean dock, so maybe it's going to be a little bit fancier. I don't think we'll finish it in this episode, but we'll definitely start it right here to give you guys an idea of what you have to look forward to tomorrow. And we'll probably get it done tomorrow and get some dog houses done. But then we got to build Lauren's house, and I'll consult her and see what kind of style of house she wants. And she can live in that when we do live streams and whatnot. Okay. But yes, first of all, thank you guys for watching this whole episode. I don't know how much longer than usual it was. I haven't checked the recording length, which is kind of a bad thing. Usually I do that. But you know what? If it's a lot extra, that's a good thing because I feel like I need to make up for it for yesterday. Someone said in a comment, they're like, Neo, this episode was really short. You got to do a long one tomorrow. And I was like, you can't tell me what to do. And then look what I did. I did a long one for you guys. Because I do feel bad, when you expect a certain amount of content. I always try to shoot for 30 minutes, but man, it was just so tiring recording those 6 episodes in a row. And a lot of people said, Neo, don't do that, okay? It just doesn't look good for you. It makes you seem like you're rushing through work and stuff. But the truth is, sometimes I get stressed out about work, especially if I want to go on vacation, and I want to make sure that I always get content out. And it's a time of vacation, so I'm trying not to stress myself out too much. So I'm sorry if the content isn't always the best. But I'll be home for the foreseeable future. I don't want to be a part of the problem, so I'm just going to be staying home, which means there's lots of time for me to make videos. And when I say lots of time, there's going to be a lot of time. But yeah, I think I'll extend these guys upward. Again, I'm not going to build the dock right now, but I'm sort of getting some ideas going. And of course, you can slide the boats in here. You can put them on these little side docks. And then there will be an area to fish at some point too. But we really need some supports like right here, because there aren't any, at least for the entryway. Because I'm gonna make this dock look really fancy. But anyways, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. I think tomorrow's episode is episode 40. I think don't hold on. I can pull it up on my phone. That's probably the best way to go about this. Yes, tomorrow's episode will be episode 40. This is episode 39. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And hopefully we get some better fishing rods too. We got kind of cheated right there. I spent all that time getting XP, and look, but at least we got repaired armor, so that's nice. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.